What's good, guys? Prince Sports here, coming at you with another one. This is the way. Imagine this. Imagine being called the best player in basketball. All right? Imagine being on the number one seed team in your conference. Imagine being on the title contender. Imagine being heavily favored to win it all by most people, especially some people in the basketball community that favors that team, those teams in the Eastern Conference. Now imagine the playoffs start. You get hurt. You cost your team a potential chance to go 3-1 or either 2-2 at best. But since you're not there, you're not available, and that's the best asset that anybody has to their profession, you hurt your team's success. And you finally come back, only to have the star player on the other team call Rachel Nicholson, girl he met in a 2020 bubble, and say, hey, listen here, baby girl, listen. Remember that time we was hanging out in the bubble? Guess what? I'm going to go off. I'm going to go off on this team. I'm going to show them what Jimmy Bucket's all about. All right? And imagine coming back to a game where you had a lead, double digits, but you blow the game. And you blow the game in stunning fashion. And you had no answer for Jimmy Butler. Well, that's the consequences Giannis Antetokounmpo is facing. And on top of that, just add the fact that now he is in a 3-1 deficit. Now he's hurt. And when I mean hurt, chances of winning another NBA championship. Does he get stripped of some of his credibility as best player in basketball? Yes. Is it a fair assessment? Maybe not. But life is not fair. So it is what it is in those aspects. And you can't be continuously called the best and keep coming up short. A lot of people will start questioning your greatness. I mean, imagine if LeBron James was keep being called the best player in basketball while he was on the Cleveland Cavaliers, but keep coming up short, coming postseason time. Sooner or later, you're going to sit there and be like, okay, it's time to downgrade this guy. That's just how life is. That's just how it works out. So if that's the case, and that's how that works out, we have to face the possibility that Giannis Antetokounmpo era of being called the best player in basketball may be over. And if that's the case, all of this could be changed if he comes back from 3-1 games. Now, if he gets taken out in 6 games, depending on how he gets taken out, if he saves some face, and you may say, hey, you know what? He came back a little too late. You know, it is what it is. But that will be an excuse now, will it? So we're in the business of not making excuses. So if they even push it to 6 games, that's still not enough, because you're the number one seed that could potentially be losing to a number 8 seed. And if that happens, you be doing something or being part of something that barely part of NBA history. It's a flip side of NBA history that Giannis Antetokounmpo does not want to be part of. Okay? You're going to be a number one seed looking at defeat and elimination by an 8th seed, something that barely happens. And it barely happens to guys that are called the best player in basketball. Okay? Best players in basketball do not become a number one seed, only to get taken out in the first round by an 8th seed. It's almost unheard of. So Giannis, you better do something. This is a team I picked to win an NBA championship. Now, by default, I may have to change my pick. But if anybody could come back from a 3-1 lead, you gotta believe it's the so-called best player in basketball, right? That 5% better be kicking in for him. Prince Sports out. Peace.